Hi guys, this is Abhilasha from Abhi Yoga. Welcome all today to today's evening session. And the topic for today's session is postures for lower back pain. In today's session, I will be taking you all through 9 postures, where I will be explaining how these postures are going to help us to relieve the lower back pain. As we all know that we are in this unprecedented times, and we have to sit a lot, and we are shortening our hamstrings, we are weakening our core, we are having a poor posture sitting at home all the time. So we are just shortening our hamstrings, we are pulling our lower back way more than probably we were doing it before, and causing a lot of backache issues in last few days. So hopefully my session can help to relieve that pain temporarily. And if you do this session for if you keep on doing this session, then you will have a very strong back, a strong core, and hopefully you guys enjoy this session today. So join me on the mat for warm-up session, the 9 postures and the closing sequence. And today's class is majorly around flexibility, strengthening of core, and posture correction. So the kind of postures I have selected for today's class is going to work on your core, your hips, your flexibility of hamstrings, your side legs, and also it will work on your posture correction, your natural spinal column. So please join me on the mat and let's start the class. So come sitting in a cross-legged position. You can take a cushion to sit with, crossing your legs together. Let's generate some energy. Bring your hands to the heart center. Close your eyes. And let's start to breathe. Take a deep inhale. And a gentle exhale. One more deep inhale, bring yourself onto the mat. And exhale. Now bring your hands onto your knees and let's start to mobilize the neck. Going slow, you inhale as you go back and exhale as you come down. Inhale back and exhale down. Keeping your spine straight, your hips relaxed on the floor. And changing the direction now. Just remember, if you have extreme pain at the moment, I would discourage you to do this class. But once the pain is gone, you can keep on working with this class to strengthen your abdomen and your lower back. Coming back to center, extend your hands, bring your right hand onto the right hand side, both the sit bones onto the ground, and take a side bend. You can choose to look up or look forward, extending your side body. Coming back to center, I can see a lot of good evenings. Good evening to everyone watching the show right now. On the other side, relaxing both the sit bones onto the mat, sitting evenly on both the sit bones, and extending your hand. Take a deep breath in here, and gently come back to center. Now from here, bring your left hand onto the right knee, and take the right hand to the back of the room, and take a little spinal twist. We're just preparing our body for today's class. Looking towards the back of the room. Taking a deep breath in here. Gently exhale, look forward. Onto the other side. Left hand goes to the back. Taking deep conscious breathing here. Gently look in front, come back to center. And let's hold on to our shins now. We are going to work with the spinal mobilization. So we're doing some spinal flexes here. You inhale as you arch your back and exhale as you round your back. Imagine doing a seated cat and cow. So we are working on the natural spinal curve. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath here. Inhale, exhale. With the breathing heat, we're going to mobilize the body. We're going to bring some energy. And gently come back to center, holding on to your knees. Let's start making big grinds with the body. Make sure that both your sitting bones are onto the mat. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you come back up. You choose to keep your eyes closed for making it a moving meditation. Just enjoy the fluidity of the body. Going on to the other side. We are still in the warm-up section. We haven't started the postures, working specifically on the targeted area. And come back to center. Bring both the hands to the side and just stretch your spine up. So you're trying to touch, you're going to bring your hands in this posture. You're trying to press your palms and just stretch up. So your hands are trying to dig in the mat and you are trying to grow out of the mat. This is going to open your shoulders. Close your eyes and inhale. And exhale. Bring a bit of a smile on your face, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind. Smile is the easiest way to bring your body out of the fight and flight response. So I highly encourage you to use it while doing yoga. Alright, one more warm-up to go before we start the postures. So coming on to all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And from here, arch your back, look up. And as we exhale, look down. So we are doing cat and cow. You can go a little bit stronger. You're mobilizing your spine here. And now come back to the neutral spine. Now we'll start the first posture for relieving the lower back pain. So engaging your core here, we are working on building the core strength in this posture. So what we are going to do is going to extend the right leg parallel to the floor. If you can't watch. So you're bringing your leg parallel to the floor. You're engaging your abdomen. So you're just sucking your spine, your navel in your spine. Extending it parallel. And then extend your left hand. So we are doing this bird dog posture, which is going to do spinal balancing. It's going to give you core stability and it's going to work a lot with your lower back. So just take deep inhales and exhale here. It is a strong posture. So you can keep your eyes closed. So this is the posture number 1. Look in front. Don't forget the smile. Gently bring the hand back, bring your knees back, and now extend your other side. So doing the same thing on the other side. This is working on a core, on a hips, on a lower back muscles. You can keep your eyes closed as well. And gently bring your hand down, bring your feet down, opening your knees to take a wide-legged child's pose, just to release the lower back here. So extend your hands. If you have issues with your shoulder joints, you can keep your hands back as well. So just go with your own body, the flexibility of your body today. Gently coming up back. Bring your knees together. From here, we are going to go into the second posture. The second posture for today is the downward facing dog, which is going to work on lengthening your hamstrings. So a lot of people have very, very tight hamstrings, because of which your lower back actually gets pulled and you get the lower back pain. So again, getting onto the all fours. If you feel a lot of stretch in your hamstrings, I would highly encourage you to keep your knees bent today. But as you practice more, you can aim to keep your knees straight. So just watch me and do as per the limitation of your body today. So take the same neutral spine, all fours, tuck your toes behind and take your sitting bones up. So pressing all four corners of your hands into the mat, trying to bring your heels as well onto the mat. So you can see my hamstrings are getting stretched here. If this is not possible for you, just bend your knees and try to work. So you're working on your lower body. And it's also a power posture for your hands. So it's working on your shoulders at the same time. Start taking some deep breaths in here. Relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. You can pedal your feet a little bit just to open your hamstrings a little bit more. And now again extend. Feel the difference. Keep your eyes closed, take deep breaths in here. Don't stop breathing in the posture. And from here, walk your feet to meet your hands. You can keep your knees as bent as you like today, but gradually we will aim to straighten the knees, keeping a micro bend here. This is also a great posture to relieve our hamstrings. Let your head and hand hang loose. Gently coming back up, your head comes back the last. Transitioning to the third posture for today, which is a triangle pose, extended triangle pose. So bring your feet 1 meter apart. Now pivoting your right leg to the right hand side and pivoting the left leg slightly at an angle, just a slight angle. Now this posture is going to work on your side legs and your hamstrings and also your abdominal core area. So engage your core, suck your spine, suck your navel into your spine as if you're trying to pull your tummy in. Extend your hands. Watch my feet. And here the final aim of the posture is not to touch the toes, what a lot of people think it is. The idea is to get that stretch in the side body as well as feel that strength in your lower legs. So what we are going to do is we're going to press our legs really into the ground as if, we're trying to press our legs. We're trying to get inside the ground right now. So we are getting some opposite reaction. We are getting some trembling in our legs. So do that. Extend your hands. And now just going towards the pivoted leg, gently come down. So you can either come down here, but you are not going to stoop here. Just open your body as much as you can. So you can hold your shins. If you're not that flexible, you can be here. The idea is to open your side body and feel that in your leg. You can either look up, look forward, or look down, depending how your neck feels comfortable today. You can close your eyes. A very good posture for lower back pain relief here. Don't forget to breathe. You can make all the posture a bit meditative by closing your eyes and bringing focus in between your eyebrows. Inhale, come back up. Pivoting your feet back. Now pivoting the left to the left hand side. And pivoting your right leg slightly towards the left hand side. So just like a slight angle. Pressing the feet down as if you're trying to dig in. Feel that opposite equal reaction coming out of the floor. Extend your hands, engage your core. Tuck your tailbone in so that you're not compromising your lower back here. Extend your hand. Tuck. Just go with the flexibility you have in your body. The aim is not to touch the toes, as I repeat earlier. Keep your eyes closed. Keep on breathing. Nice, steady, fluid breathing here. Inhale and gently come back straight. Pivot your feet back. Arms to the side. Bring your hands in front of your heart center in a namaste posture. And gently walk to the front of the mat. From here, transiting to the next posture for today. Inhale up. Tuck your tailbone. Tucking your tailbone, engaging your abdomen. Take a back bend. Exhale. And from here, take your right leg to the back of the room. Sitting right leg to the back of the room. Bring your knees down, extending your feet. Just take a little stretch before we get into the pigeon posture, which is our fourth posture for today. So just extend your quads. We are working on this belt. Look in front, inhale. So don't try to rush when you're transiting from one posture to another posture. Always take all the middle postures just to get into the final posture. Inhale. Exhale. And now bring your hands down and walk your left feet towards the right hand side. And I don't want you to put your shins parallel to the floor. I want to put it at an angle today, because we are not trying to overstretch our hamstrings. Put it at an angle. Extend your back foot and come sitting. This is a seated pigeon pose. This is also a hip opener, giving flexibility to your hips. So we are working on flexibility, core strengthening and posture correction in today's class. So this is working a lot on flexibility of your hips and your core. And if you have enough mobility and flexibility in the body, you can bring your forearms down and you can bring your head down to the floor. Keep on breathing. Do not stop your breath at any point of time. And now inhale, come back up. Now from here, we need to transit to the other side. So first we're going to get into a downward facing dog. So tuck your back toes, pressing your hands into the mat. Use your hands, come into a downward facing dog. You can walk your leg. We are still working with the lower body here. Take one deep breath in here. And from here, bring your right leg to the front of the room. Extend your knees and take a lunge posture. We're just working on a bit of flexibility before we move on to the pigeon posture today. And now, walking the foot to the other side, bringing it at an angle. So we are bringing closer to our groin. And then from here, just sit. You can be here, or you can further go down. We are working on flexibility in the posture and also working with posture correction here. Now gently coming back up. And from here, we are not going to transit into a downward facing dog. Rather, we are just going to sit onto a sit bone, take the back leg, and going to cross over. So for the people who don't have enough flexibility in their hamstrings or their quads, they can take the lower leg to front and keep the upper leg bent. Otherwise, just continue being here. Hold your left side with the right hand. Take your left hand to the back and we are going into a spinal twist. This is a great posture to relieve your lower back pain. Make sure that you're sitting evenly on both the sit bones. Deep inhale and exhale. You keep your eyes closed for making it a moving meditation. Keeping your spine straight. Gently look in front. Turn. And we're going to interchange the legs. So bring your left leg underneath, bring your right leg on top of it. And as I mentioned before, if you have a knee issue or if you have less mobility, you can keep your underneath leg straight as well. Otherwise, grabbing hold with your left hand side, take your right hand to the back of the room into a spinal twist. Sitting evenly on both the sit bones, so you're not going on one side. Sitting evenly here. Look back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, look in front. Coming out of the posture, this is the fifth posture for today. Now from here, get into the all fours once again. And we take a transition with a downward facing dog. So as I explained before, bring your hands down into the mat. Try try to put your heels onto the mat. You can bend your knees if you need that. From here, bring your knees down and gradually get onto your tummies. Now the next posture is going to be a posture for next posture is going to be a posture for posture correction. So we're going to do a cobra, but this time we're not going to use our hands, because anytime we use the hands, we kind of lose the strength in our upper body muscles. So this time we're going to do a cobra. Even if you can lift like just a millimeter above, that's perfectly fine. But the idea is to use your upper body strength and your lower body strength. So first of all, lying down on your tummies, you can keep your feet a little bit apart, extending from your spine. So you're not compressing your lower back here. So you're trying to extend from your spine. Come lying down. Keep your hands to the side and inhale and come up. You can even interlace and extend. With each inhalation, try to get up a little bit more. Pressing your feet into the mat, your knees down. And gently, if you had the thing, just leave it. Bring your hands to the side, bring your neck on one side. Just take a rest. Taking some deep breaths in here. We'll take cobra for one more time. So bring your hands next to the body, not using your hands to press against the floor. Use your upper spine. Inhale, come up. And interlace your fingers into the back if possible, just like for first time. Gently release your hands to the side, and this time take a neck stretch on the other side. Release your body. And pressing your hand down just before getting into the next posture, we take a slight release for the lower back by doing a extended child's pose. Now next posture is, again you have to come back on your tummies. This is the seventh posture for today. This is also for strengthening your lower back muscles and also for posture correction. So we are going to do the same thing. We're doing the same thing with upper body like last time. We're not going to use our hands to be in cobra, but at the same time we're going to take our legs up. If this posture is very challenging, you can actually just take your one leg up. So just get into the cobra without using your hands and extend just one leg or both the legs. The height might not be too much, but believe me, you're working a lot with this side. You're working a lot on your lower back muscles, strengthening them. Do not stop breathing at any point of time. Taking deep breaths in here. With each inhalation, try to go a little bit further. And gently release, neck on one side. A deep inhale and exhale, giving your neck some time to readjust. And one more time we'll do the repetition of this set. So look in front, hands to the side, inhale up, and also when you next breath, bring your legs up. Try to feel as if you're getting extended from the legs and from the spine. So you're not compressing your lower back into the posture. Feel the lengthening in the spine, creating more space for your lower back muscles to get stronger. And then you can even clasp your hands. And gently come back down. Release the hands and take a neck stretch on the other side. Once again, we're going to release the lower back by a wide-legged child's pose. So come back up, legs wide, and an extended child's pose. You can move left to right, releasing your lower back. You're just going to be moving left to right. And gently come back sitting for the next posture. The next posture is a seated butterfly. So bring the feet together. If somebody's feet is really up here, which means the hamstrings are very short, so we're not going to stay here. We're actually going to bring ourselves in a diamond posture. So you can extend yours so that you can actually bring your legs down. So you can either stay here, or you can bring the feet together, bring it to the side, and from here just start to move up and down. All these dynamic postures are very good to give extra mobility and flexibility to the body. Don't forget to smile. And keep your eyes closed. Bring the focus to the third eye center. We are making it a moving meditation here. And gently come back to center. Now from here, tightly holding on to the feet, we're going to do some spinal flexors. Just like the seated flexors we did before. It will feel a bit odd, but that's really good to readjust your spine. So inhale, arch, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, in and exhale. You're working on the flexibility, your mobility, your posture correction, and also you're engaging your abs here. So it's a complete posture in its own. You will see that you're feeling a bit of heat, your heart rate is increasing. And gently come back to center, bend your hands. Try to put your elbows to your knees and take a front bend. You can gently bring your hands in front. So this was posture number 8. Now we're going to go to the next posture. It's going to work a lot on our buttocks, strengthening our hips, our abdomen, which is called a bridge pose, one of my favorites. So come lie down on your mat. Try to watch me before you get into the posture, because I would not like you to move your neck once you're in the posture. So getting onto the mat, bring your hands to the side. Bring your knees closer to your buttocks. And from here, press your hands down and take your one vertebrae by one vertebrae up in the sky. Do not compress your buttocks too much because we are trying to relieve the lower back here. So keep it nice and stable. Bringing it up, you will feel it in your hips. Engage your core, and if you can clasp your hands underneath, just extend them. Keep your neck slightly tucked in and stay here for a few breaths. With each exhalation, you can try to keep your butt a little bit further up. It's a core strengthening posture. And when I talk about core, it is not only your abdomen I'm talking about, it is also your hips, your buttocks, your lower back. One more inhale. And as you exhale, unclasp your hands and gently come one vertebrae by one vertebrae. From here, we're going to go back up. Inhale, keeping your core engaged. We are not stopping here. We are just exhaling and coming down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll do 5 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Down. 3 more. Inhale up. Down. Second last. Coming down, exhale. And last one, inhale up. You stay here for a few breaths. Giving your best shot. This is the last posture. And gently coming down. Bring your knees. Just go left to right. Releasing your lower back. And just do some spinal mobility here. Up and down. You're using your core. This is a great massage for your spine. And gently come down. Bring your right feet onto the mat and take a figure 4. So you're going to flex your feet, put your left foot onto the right knee, and you're trying to push your left knee to the outside. So you are not letting it come towards your abdomen. You're just pushing it outside, using your core, using your hips, and then coming up, clasp your other thighs and take a gentle stretch. Also called a reclined pigeon. This is one of the closing postures for today. Make sure that your feet is flexed. You can extend or flex your right foot. Keeping your left knee away from your abdomen. And gently release. Releasing it. Doing it on the other side. Same thing, flex your feet, your knees away. Take a figure 4 stretch here. It's also called a reclined pigeon. So if you can't do the pigeon which I've explained before due to some knee issues, this is a great modification for the people with knee issues. They can take pigeon. It's called the reclined pigeon posture. Tuck your chin slightly. And gently release. Now keeping your knees bent, extending your hands. We're going to do some windshield wipers here. I have some space crunch. I'm not able to just expand my hands. But do some windshield wipers. So when you're putting your feet on one side, you're taking your hands to your neck to the other side. Inhale one side, exhale the other side. And then just stop at one side. You can use your lower knee, lower feet to hook it and take a full spinal twist. And keep your eyes closed. Bring a nice smile. Let the body feel pleasure in the posture. And to the other side. So do the windshield wiper one more time. And stop on the other side. Neck opposite direction. Taking the feet on top. Gently coming back to center. And one last time, bring everything together. Get into the small ball. Inhale. Just retain your breath. Feel the burst of energy in your head. And gently exhale. Everything going onto the mat. And get into the final posture of Shavasana here. I'm going to play some bowls because I don't have music. So I encourage everybody to lie down on the back. If you feel any kind of stress, you can keep your knees bent. And gently close your eyes. Now I gently encourage you to start moving your feet and your fingers. Bring in some mobility. And keep your eyes closed during the process. And as you turn to a side, come back up sitting in a cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands to the heart center, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bow down. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And hopefully if you can go back to this video again and again and keep a note of the 9 postures, then this will really help you to build a lower back strength, which is really important. Thank you.